King of the Road Productions proudly presents a country and Caribbean episode of the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. Southeast Texas style. During the half hour, we'll hang out with my friend Glenn Templeton at Honky Tonk, Texas. We'll recap our recent Carnival cruise through the Caribbean. Howdy folks, Jim King of the TV and radio here in Cozumel, Mexico. Look at those beautiful turquoise waters back there. Just out maybe a couple hundred yards, you'll find some great coral reefs. We may be doing a little snorkeling later here, but first things first, free drinks and food. Sponsored by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources. We'll feature the Honky Tonk, Texas fabulous flashback. We'll also wear Hannah Ellis's new video as our King's Country music clip of the week from Nashville. And Tim Burge will be in the Royal Spotlight. King of the Road. Howdy and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. I'm Jim King of the Road, and this is the best little TV show in Texas. And it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas at King of the Road Productions, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Don't miss Ryan Foray and Foray Tradition for their Swamp Pop Christmas concert on Saturday, December 14th at Honky Tonk, Texas in Silsbee. Ryan Foray will be joined by Swamp Pop legends Jivin' Gene Bourgeois, Al Little Fats Jackson, and Don Rich. Get your tickets now at the Honky Tonk Texas box office or online at honkytonktexas.us. Of course, when it comes to country music, you won't find a better country music mix than a streaming from King's Country Internet Radio. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. King's Country streams the most magnificent country music mix on the planet 24/7. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country streaming worldwide and crystal clear on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. And don't miss the nationally recognized and multi-award winning Jim King of the Radio show, middays on King's Country at kingscountry.net. It rules. Now ride shotgun with me as we cruise to Honky Tonk, Texas and Silsbee to check out Glenn Templeton live. We always cruise Cadillac style, as seen and heard on Southeast Texas TV, radio, and social media. We are everywhere.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road show.
Oh, hi, folks.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
Here's a song that got my career started a long time ago. Where's all my David Allen Coe fans out tonight? Well, I was thumbing from Montgomery, had my guitar on my back, when a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. He was dressed like 1950, had drunk and hollow eyed. Said, it's a long walk to Nashville, would you like a ride, son? Well, now I sit down in the front seat and I turn on the radio, and them sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. And I noticed a stranger was ghost white pale when he asked me for a light, and I knew there was something strange about this ride. And he said, Teresa, can you make girls cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? And can you bend them guitar strings? He said, boy, can you make folks feel what you're feeling inside? If you feel starbound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. Let me hear you in Texas, make some noise!
In the 2000s, Glenn Templeton had the honor of opening for the late, great George Jones for a series of concerts. One of the thrills of my radio career is getting a phone call one time from George Jones. He was coming into town to play with Merle Haggard. They're both deceased now, but this was about 10, 12 years ago.
Kicker 95.1 is Jim King. Hello.
Jim, this is George Jones. How are you?
Hey, George. How are you, man?
Well, we're doing pretty good for an old man.
They were still working pretty hard in those days, in the late 2000s.
I don't think those guys they never gave up.
No.
They never gave up anything. They just
kept
continued to
dreaming.
play, continued to dream, continued to reinvent their songwriting, and it was they just kept continuing to deliver to their fans what their fans wanted and what they'd been given a life like to lead like none other by way of their fans, and they just kept giving them what they wanted.
You've been carrying that Conway Twitty torch for a while, and you were handpicked by his daughters out of like 20,000 people to play him in a tribute to Conway Twitty on the road.
Yeah, and that was about that tour lasted about almost 2 years, and that was my first step out onto a major performance stage. I mean, I really learned a lot about how a show should go, and just I learned a lot about the family and a lot about Conway's history, because he started out as a rock and roll star, and then from a rock and roll star then he became a country star, and sometimes it works the opposite way, but each individual will find his own.
Before we go any further, some people out here want to hear some love-making music. Some baby-making music. And that doesn't come any better way than by playing some Conway Twitty. There's a midnight moon drifting through the lazy sway of the tree. I saw the look in your eyes, looking into the night, not seeing what you wanted to see. But darling, don't say a word, I've already heard what your body's saying to mine. You're tired of fast moves, you got a slow groove on your mind. You want a man with a slow hand. You want a lover with an easy touch. You want somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow hand. Somebody scream.
This segment is sponsored by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
But we got off-road dump trucks, several Tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Still to come, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Hannah Ellis's new video as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. We'll feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And Tim Burge will be in the Royal Spotlight. Next, we'll recap our recent Cardinal cruise through the Caribbean.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.
Stay connected with the King of the Road Show at JimKingOfTheRoad.com. Winner of the Best Design, Content, and Broadcast Internet Video at the Press Club of Southeast Texas Excellence in Media Awards. There's plenty to do, see, and stream at JimKingOfTheRoad.com, including King's Country Internet Radio, segments from this TV show, the contest page, and King's Photo Gallery. Also, click on links to Jim's YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages. That's JimKingOfTheRoad.com.
Since Tina Bean started 5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur over 22 years ago, it's become a friendly neighborhood feed store and much more. kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas.
Is your house or roof dirty? Let the professionals at Frog Wash Pressure Washing bring your biggest investment back to life. Don't take a risk doing it yourself. Let the Soft Wash specialists clean your roof, house, vinyl siding, hard plank, and windows with low pressure and specialized chemicals. Check out our past jobs and reviews on our social media page. Our work speaks for itself. Insured and A+ rated by BBB. Call Frog Wash Pressure Washing for your free estimate today.
Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here. I'm pleased to report that my fiancée, Suzanne Simmons, and I just went on a fabulous cruise through the Caribbean on the Carnival Jubilee. Enjoy this little recap of our latest cruising adventure. Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio, chilling on the deck of the Carnival Jubilee. It's a giant ship. Seats about 7,000 passengers. Well, seat and sleep, 7,000 passengers. Spectacular sights all around. This thing was built just a year ago, so it's practically brand new. Great food, entertainment is off the charts, Broadway style. Yesterday we stopped in Mahogany Bay, which is Roatan, Honduras. It's an island that was actually discovered by Christopher Columbus way back in 1602. It's been home to about 5,000 pirates, and some of them very famous over the years here at Roatan. And it also has one of the most spectacular coral reefs in the world. It's the Mesoamerican coral reef, and we're going to go do some snorkeling in just a bit. We've already been kayaking, we've got some flotation devices, and we're going to spend a few more hours here soaking up the sun in beautiful Honduras. Today we are in Costa Maya, Mexico, and it's home to some famous Aztec ruins that date back to about 700 BC. We may be going to check those out. I've seen Aztec ruins before, once outside of Mexico City, probably 40 years ago, and another time outside of Cancun. So Costa Maya is where we're at today. Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio here. We made it to Costa Maya, Mexico. Got a cold beverage, a whole yard's worth. Look at this. Margarita. Oh, yeah. We're just taking it easy in this port part of Costa Maya, Mexico. It's beautiful. It's very touristy here. We've been on a hunt for refrigerator magnets. That's been the excitement for our day today, but it is beautiful here. Slightly on the humid side. Palm trees all around with coconuts in them. Look at that, folks. I'll drink to that. Arriba! All right. We're having fun now, folks. Stay tuned and keep it between the ditches. Jim King of the TV and radio on location in Costa Maya, Mexico, y'all. Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio here in Cozumel, Mexico. Look at those beautiful turquoise waters back there. Just out maybe a couple hundred yards, you'll find some great coral reefs. We may be doing a little snorkeling later here, but first things first, free drinks and food. Yeah, we got the ultimate package. Been cruising for about 4 days out of Galveston. It's our last stop, last excursion before we sail back to Galveston tomorrow. There's actually a tropical storm right behind us. It's going to be pushing us back to Galveston. Hurricane Sarah on its way, but stay tuned. We're going to go do the all-you-can-eat and drink, and then we got a tequila tasting too. Can't go to Mexico without having a tequila tasting. Woohoo! My fiancée, Suzanne Simmons, and I had a royal time on our Carnival Caribbean cruise. In addition to our adventurous excursions, we enjoyed the beautiful sunsets aboard the Carnival Jubilee. And of course, the casino. The fantastic entertainment. The food was fabulous from stem to stern. And we enjoyed the little touches, like our towels made into small animals on our bed each day. Oh, and I must mention that our cruise was in honor of Suzanne's birthday. Check out this amazing dessert from her birthday dinner.
Cool.
There it goes.
Thank you.
This cruise marked my third on Carnival, and I think it was Suzanne's 11th. Take a cruise on Carnival soon and tell them Jim King of the TV and radio sent you.
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
It is a beautiful day. You really have to be here to capture the beauty for yourself. But look at these waters. It's almost like they were dyed turquoise. This is an island that was purchased by Carnival Cruise Lines in 1996 for around $7 million. So they actually own the island. It's a private island just for cruise ships.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been?
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
We got off-road dump trucks, several tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Cleared this timber and plowed this ground.
Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here. Since Tina Bean started 5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur over 22 years ago, it's become a friendly neighborhood feed store and much more. Kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas. Here comes Her Highness and Curb recording artist Hannah Ellis with Once as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville.
Kentucky sweet talk just like my mama. Love Jesus, not into drama. I forget just about everything. But one thing, if it comes out my mouth, then I mean it. If I give you my heart, you can keep it. But boy, I got a fuse you don't wanna light. If one night you think you wanna leave your boots under another bed, better think twice. You'll only do it once. If you ever mess around, mess it up done. If you want sympathy, won't be none. And you'll find the first time will be the last time. No coming back, boy, understand. Won't be no second chance. If you break my If he does it at all, then he'll do it again. So if you leave me lonely, better believe that you'll only do it once. If you ever mess around, mess it up, done. If you want sympathy, won't be none. And you'll find the first time will be the last time. No coming back, boy, understand. Won't be no second chance. If you break my heart in two, I promise you you'll only do it once. You'll only do it once. You'll only do it once. If you ever mess around, mess it up, done. If you want sympathy, it won't be none. And you'll find the first time will be the last time. No coming back, boy, understand. Won't be no second chance. If you break my heart in two, I promise you you'll only do it once. Oh, you'll only do it once. I forget just about everything, but one thing.
In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this.
Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere.
Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. It rules. Coming up next, Tim Burge will be in the Royal Spotlight.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road. Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
We got off-road dump trucks, several tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Cleared this timber and plowed this ground.
It's always a great time and never a cover at Thirsties in Beaumont, located at 229 Dowland Road, Suite 1A, next to World Gym. Enjoy shuffleboard and fantastic live music from your favorite local bands like the Alley Cats. Thirsties has been in business since 1981 and is definitely one of Beaumont's favorite watering holes. Bring your friends, have cold drinks, and free Wi-Fi at Thirsties in Beaumont. Keep up with them on Facebook at Thirsties Beaumont.
World Gym. Let's rock.
Texas Hot Country Magazine is one of the oldest magazines in the Houston area and affiliated with 2 Houston radio stations, the new 93Q and Country Legends. We target the very lucrative family-oriented country music and Texas music market. Grab the latest issue at TexasHotCountryMagazine.com and check out Jim King of the Road's new column. For Texas Hot Country Magazine advertising rates and information, please contact Leon Beck at 281-702-2242.
This is a song I'm really excited about. A good friend of mine, Tony Ramey, who's a fantastic songwriter. He was a staff writer in Nashville for years and years and just relocated back to Texas here. I mean, he's written songs for everybody from George Strait to Kenny Chesney, you name it. Anyways, this song I'm about to do is a song of his. And it really resonates with me. It's a storytelling song, which is something you don't hear too much these days. So, anyways, that's why it appeals to me. So, it's almost like Johnny Cash, almost kind of a thing. So, anyways, check it out here. One night you're in a bar in Mississippi. She don't say she's another man's wife. Next thing you know, the bars are closing round me. I ain't never leaving Leavenworth alive. Well, I swore to the judge I wasn't guilty, but the sheriff's son never made it through the night. If I hadn't shot him first, he would have killed me. I ain't never leaving Leavenworth alive. Well, my spirit still runs free along the river, where the sun never sets on the western Delta sky. Sometimes I wonder who was on the wrong end of the trigger, 'cause I'm never leaving Leavenworth alive. Well, I have asked Jesus for forgiveness. Mama said he is always by my side, but when the shot was fired, he was my only witness. So I ain't never leaving Leavenworth alive. Well, my spirit still runs free along the river, where the sun don't set on the western Delta sky. Sometimes I wonder who was on the wrong end of the trigger. I ain't never leaving Leavenworth alive. Well, straight to hell with all those crooked backwoods lawyers who paint their shades of truth in black and white. 'Cause I'm staring at the gray walls of this prison. I ain't never leaving Leavenworth alive.
Nestled between Beaumont and Lumberton, Texas, is the beautiful Book Nook Inn Bed and Breakfast. It hosts visitors from around the world. Locals love it also as a quick, relaxing getaway from their everyday life. Swimming, fishing, viewing a movie in its unique theater room, and more awaits them at the inn. It's also a premier wedding venue. Many couples have exchanged vows in front of its gazebo or its event room. Book Nook Inn hosts reunions, vow renewals, murder mysteries, and more. We hope soon you'll be our guest at Book Nook Inn.
In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this.
Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere.
Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. It rules.